Hi guys, welcome back to Kids Making. Sorry I haven't been posting for quite a while now, but everything has just been so busy with, COVID-19 and everything else that I haven't had time to be posting. And so today this is how to make your own stickers using Canva and things that you should have just lying around your house. They are things that most people would have, including myself, and everything is absolutely free or cheap as long as you have all of these things in your house. So let's get started. The first thing that you'll be needing is Canva or a computer, an iPad. It's just an electronic device that you can use. So you can sort of see my cursor just underneath design anything moving right now, and there it is, making bigger. So the first thing that you'll want to do is you want to, you don't have to get Canva, but there is a Canva Pro, which I will put all the links down in the description for that. But I'm just using regular Canva here, and yeah, so first you have to go to either Create a Design or Create a Design up here in the corner, which you can't really see. There, you see that blue box in the top right hand corner? Yeah. Or you can just go to Create a Design all the way over here. So yeah, you have to pick that. Let me just zoom in a little bit more. Create a Design right there. And the first thing that you'll want to go to is a logo, because it does make it slightly smaller. So there we go. So we now have turned up with a canvas to work on and some starting images. So the first thing that you'll want to do is decide what you're going to make your logo for. Now I'm making my logo for my art cabinet. So what I'm going to write is, first you're going to go to text over here. So we'll just up in the corner here. There is text on this side. It's this one right here with the T. And sorry guys that you can't really see it. My QuickTime really isn't working today. And so I usually pick to add a heading like this. And I'm just going to call it art, like that. And you can change the color, but I'm just going to leave it black, and I'm going to center it like that. Just going to center it there. Now I want to add a little bit of logos around the art. So what I'm going to do is, you're going to go over here. So let me just zoom this in again. If you go over to here, just underneath, if you go at the top of text, there is an elements right there, and if you click on it, you can have plenty of different styles. So there's like charts, stickers, frames. Most of these are free, but some of them you will need to get Canva Pro for, which that's fine. So the first thing that I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try and get, I'm just going to search up art. I'm just going to be broad here. Let's just go art. And there's plenty of things here that I can use that doesn't need it. So we can first go in with that. And yep, I'm just going to make it smaller. And I'm going to put it there. We are also able to put a pencil, which is really good, because pencils you need to use for art. You can go with a paintbrush. And yes, I am using Canva Pro just once again, because yeah, sorry, I'm not using Canva Pro. Let's just get a little bit of a splatter there. Actually, we can use that splatter and we can put it right, no, just put it right there. Let's put something to fill in right above here. So there's this really nice drawing that I can put in, so let's just use that. And let's just put that there and put it like that. and we'll put the pencil there. So that's basically the starting thing that you will need to do. The next thing that you'll need to do is you'll actually need to go all the way up here to this button, all the way up there to this download button. Just going to press it and make sure that this is PNG, otherwise you won't be able to do this, and then just press download. And it says preparing your design right there. And then it just says we can get the premium photos. No, we don't want to do this. And this has saved. So that's the first step that you'll need to do. And yep, so see you guys for the next part. Okay guys, so I'm back. And now I'm just in a Google Doc. And I just use this from Google Drive. I bet a lot of you would be using Google Drive. And this was actually my first sticker that I created. It was for my board games cabinet. And so what I want to do is I'm just going to delete this image because I don't need it. And I did just call it cabinet stickers because these are my stickers for the cabinets. So now I'm just going to insert an image. I'm just going to upload it from computer. And yes, I am just covering this. And we need to make it a PNG. Okay, there we go. There it is. So you did want to make it a PNG, otherwise you wouldn't be able to actually download it onto the Google Drive, Google Docs. So yeah, and what you would want to do is just at the top, let me just try and really emphasize this. Up the top there's a bar, and I'm not sure if you can see. Okay, so all the way up here, just up here, I'm gonna click on it, and you know, let me just slightly move this right there. That, let me just see it. It says 100. You actually want to change it to 125 because that is how big the sticker will now be in real life. That's how big it will be, and we don't want it to actually be that big, so we're just going to scale it down a little bit like that. So that's how big the sticker is going to be. We actually want to scale it down a little bit more. And this is one of my small cabinets. To about that. So guys, I'm just going to go grab the sticker right now and I'll be right back. Hi guys, so I'm back from the printer, and as you can see, I got my logo, and see, if you do want to print it in color, then this part is already done for you. But if you have only black and white ink like me, then you may want to print it in black and white, and then you get to color it by yourself. So, firstly, of course, I'm going to tell you guys what you will be needing for this episode. So, you'll be needing for this, you will be needing, of course, your printout from your Google Doc. You'll be needing some sticky tape, and I'm using the Scotch Crystal sticky tape here, and I just put in a refill, which are really, really good. The next thing that I have is I have some scissors, which you will be needing as well. And then you will also be needing some baking paper or parchment paper. This is essential for making your stickers. The last thing that you will need is markers. So you can use an array of different things to colour in your artwork. It's just dependent on what colours you have in these, and you can use a mixture of these as well. So the things that I would use is highlighters. I use the Scholar brand. They're really, really good highlighters. And see how I've just gotten this dirty, and it still puts out a really, really good pigment, and that's what it looks like. It's really, really nice. So yeah, you can use an array of different highlighters. You could also use some regular markers. So I have these connector pens, and they're from Faber-Castell. I really like these ones. This is just one of the purples. They really hold their shape well, as you can see. Like, they're really hard to get it off this state, which I quite like, and there is so many different colors for this. The other thing that you could use, which I would preferably not use, but you could use some pens. So this is a blue pen. It looks so much, yeah, okay. And basically, they're really hard to color in. I wouldn't use them, but I really like using these to outline. I like using the Artline 2000 Fine 0.4 because it's a really fine point, as you can see. And let me just show this up. Okay, so if I just show this, look how fine of a point this is. It's really fine, and it's so good for outlining or for writing. I just like using them in general. Okay. I only have 3 more different things that you can use. The other one that you can use is you can use permanent markers. The markers that I use are big fine point permanent markers, and they're from the marking one. This is a purple, but it shows up as a blue. And see, it's actually a really nice one just to color in, and it shows a lot of it really nicely. So there we are. It's really good, and it does also have that little silver finish. You can use any different color, so I have the green one right here. And so you could use the green as well, and you can also overlap the markers to make different colors. So, you know, I really like using those. I only have 2 more things left to go, and make sure, if you haven't already, to go down below, either leave a comment on what artsy things that you would like me to do next. They can also be crafts, or put a like on this video if you haven't already. Let's see how many likes we can get to by the end of today. So the other ones that I use are these brush markers. I just got these from Dollar King. They're really nice. And see, you can actually refill them because they do come out. Even though they have such a small amount, that's good because then you can readjust them to as long as you like, or as short as you like, depending on how much land you want to cover. And I have so many different colors of this. As you can see, I have many more, but I really like using this black one because there's a fine point that you can use, and then you can also color with them, so that's really nice. The last thing that I have is these Artline Supreme coloring pens. They're really good. Artline is one of my favorite companies to get my stationery from, and as you can see, they're really good. It dries so quickly, and these ones come in sets of 6, or at least the one that I bought did. So yeah, so there's, in this set, there's a pink, an orange, a blue, a yellow, a purple, and a green. I really like the green because it's my favorite color, but there's all colors. So yeah, so that's just everything you'll be needing, and you can use a lot more different things such as pens. This is a big colored pen, and so yeah, you can really use anything you want. So basically, the first thing that you'll actually be needing to do, there we go, is you're going to be needing to cut this out. Cut it to as big or as small as you want. I like leaving only a small amount at the border left, so then it just gives me a smaller sticker. That's why we sized it on the Google Doc. There we go. And there. And you can just use this paper for spare. Okay. So here's my sticker. The first thing that you're going to be needing to do is you want to color it. And this is where all those pens come in. I'm using an array of the Artline Supreme coloring pens and these brush marker pens from Dollar King today. And yeah, just to color it in. I would really say to use those two main things because they give out good pigment, and yeah, because if you're doing it like me, you will want a high pigmented solution, and you can give it an array of both of the types. And if you don't want to watch this part, just skip ahead to the next part. I will be putting the link. I will be putting the part that you should skip up to right now. And so that is that palette. But I am wanting to put a palette color, so I'm going to be using this purple Artline Supreme coloring pen just to color in the palette. And you can do the same ones as me, or you can use a different. Make sure you leave a like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Because I was thinking of actually changing my channel into a sort of arts and crafty one. And I will be using my books to do a craft after, and I can do crafts like this, and I will be showing you all my hacks for watercoloring, painting, you know, just everything. I can do some squishy tutorials, just really anything. Okay, so that's a palette. It doesn't look that great, but that's alright. The next thing that I'm going to do is this splatter. And I'm just going to be using a teal for this. And just coloring it in. I would say that this craft takes about 20 minutes to finish completely. But I really like doing this because these are totally up to you. And the craft is 100% free as long as you have all the materials such as baking paper, pens, pencils. You can really use anything to colour this, and you could even use this Bic pen. Yes, it wouldn't look as good as using colouring pens, but yes, it would still work. But really, all you need to do is a pencil and a piece of paper. You really don't need any of these fancy markers to be able to do art. But those are just things that I use because I prefer to do art with the good, high quality things. But you don't need to do art like that. And so we only have this left. Which I'm just going to fully colour in with this marker. And I really like using Canva because it just has nice starters to use. It has really nice pictures such as this one, these ones. There's simple ones and there's really complex ones. But you don't need to actually pay to get the complex ones. But I would recommend paying for the premium one because it comes with a lot more designs, a lot more of these cool ones, and yeah. But I haven't been able to get the Canva Pro yet. I was really wishing that I could, but I unfortunately couldn't. Hopefully I can soon now. So that is it for that part. And see, so I've just coloured it all in. My colouring skills aren't the best, but yeah, and that doll was supposed to be there. The next thing that you'll need to be doing is get your parchment paper and get a pencil. And you just need to put the design onto your parchment paper and just lightly trace a pencil line. I'm just going to do the corners of where the sticky tape needs to at least be. And you're just going to get your sticky tape and you're going to put the tape all along that section that you just put. Having a little bit of a hard time getting this tape out. Okay, there we go. And you literally just need to put the tape along where you have just done the designated spots. It is as simple as that. And make sure to go get the Scotch tape. That's the tape that I use for this, because it is the best tape that you should be using. So yeah. So I'm just going to do this tape, and I will be back once I finish. Okay guys, so I just put all the tape down, and now you just want to put your design right on top of it. And what you want to do is you want to get your tape again, and you want to put tape all over your logo. And this part is not necessary at all, but you at least need something to tape the two sides together. But I like putting it all along, so it just gives it a finishing shine, and it makes it look so much better than it actually is. Put it along. And make sure you put, if you're not willing to put it all over the piece, make sure you at least put it on each of the sides, just so you can attach the two sides together. Okay? And just one or two more pieces. There we go. So that is it. The next thing that you'll want to do is you'll just want to pick it up and peel it off. And just like that, you have a finished sticker. It is really sticky. You don't want to play with it too much because the other side isn't stick on. But yeah, that's just what you have to do. And then you can also put it back onto the baking paper just to let it stick for a little while. So thanks guys for watching this video so much. Make sure you subscribe, like, hit that notification bell so you guys get notified every time I post a new video. Bye!